What's up, everybody? Back again, another video. Finally got the car on the rotisserie. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, so I was working on it today, Saturday here, day after Christmas. I was just making some mounts here just to hold it to the rotisserie. Just using some of the stock 4-link brackets. Stock leaf spring brackets that I'm not gonna be using, and some, like, I guess 2x2 steel tubing. And just putting some extra braces on here so it don't slide while it's on these mounts. Just trying to make something with what I have. That way I ain't got to spend no money, because there's going to be enough money to spend on this thing. Still got the original undercoating and the Lucy Blue paint. It's a 70 Formula 400. Still got the original drivetrain. Still not sure what I want to do with it. Started to rebuild it and put it together as more or less a 60 over stock with a little mild cam, but I'm kind of going aggressive with the body now, so might do the same with the engine later on. We'll see. Got all the lead work and body work done on the roof, windshield area, back window area. Still got to do all the body work, metal work on the door gaps. Finish the wide body in the front, wide body in the back. But today I'm just going to be, this video is basically, I'm just going to get it mounted safely so I can get it on its side. And I had taken some chipboard, beer box, whatever you want to call it, and I had made like a cover to fit over the wireform buck here, just to kind of get a rough idea of what I was looking at. And I wasn't super happy with it. Just being this edge right here coming to this lip was a little too beefy looking, too thick. I wanted it kind of thinner, kind of like this one is on here. You can kind of see how thin this one is. So I got this line kind of the same, and I'm gonna have it come out, but I want to make this thinner and more streamlined, not look so bulky. Then I'll start working on the front, and I'm not gonna probably use all of this design, just basically the wheels, raising the wheel arches and stuff. I kind of like how the front of this one is. Maybe do something with that kind of vibe. Whoops, sorry, just bumping into metal rods here. Kind of tight, but this is what the space I got to work with. Rather more welds than I need than two little welds. I have something fail while the car's on the side on the rotisserie. I don't usually have them upside down, but have them on the side where you can work on the bottom is usually what I shoot for. Because if it's upside down, I mean, you can't work on the bottom of it if it's like that. It's too hard to reach the middle. So, and I can get this thing blasted the rest of the way too, because all this undercoat factory stuff is pretty freaking nasty. It takes a lot of time to get all that. And I've started and stopped on this thing so many times, only because it's my car, and clients' cars always go before mine. So alright, next part. I have to give you an idea what I'm doing here. I'm taking these, cutting the tacks on them because the arch is too high on them, and I'm basically straightening them out a little bit and making this radius a little shorter and less of a radius to it, just to kind of thin it out because it looks so bulky. I started out with like a arch in here all the way and then a sharper one on the corners, but I'm just kind of flattening them out just to make it a little bit, hopefully, cleaner looking. But I won't know until I kind of like get it up there and work, you know, cut it, mod it, and look at it, maybe even cover it with the chipboard again. Alright, here's the mock-up of the side skirt for the wide body to make it not look so wide. Have some like rocker moldings. This is about 5 inches out. Kind of make it not as bad. I flattened all the top rods out here, more or less. And they're not super straight and super perfect, but when I start making the metal to fit it, things might change a little bit, who knows. But I'm trying to have something more or less solid to what I'm looking to build here. But, and this, you can kind of see it has like a curve to it. See if we can get a better angle here. I don't know how good you can see it on this camera. This is a new camera, so I'm still trying to learn the new features for it. And here we are. I got I'll just try and clip this on my shirt so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing with this little, one of my homemade tools. I got one that's got a piece of angle iron that fits in the vise that has 2 studs that are drilled and welded into it, and I use it to bend this kind of stuff. Or when you got thinner stuff, like this is a 3/16. See if I can make sure I see you. 3/16, and this is just some tubing from like Home Depot or something. And I just basically, sorry, I turned the music off. Then I can bend this with the tubing however I want. And like I got the bend on too early right here, so now I can shorten it up to make it kind of match this one. I'm just trying to have it where this outer panel flows in with like this bottom panel, even though they're going to be made in separate pieces and take them together. I still got to make it look right, and it has to flow together right to where it don't look stupid. So it kind of gives you an idea. This is just a little crappy little homemade out of some tubing I had used for I don't even know. Kind of like this little homemade tool I use to shrink to gather metal together, and then I'll hammer it out. It's easier than trying to use that stump that I had in one of my other videos, the shrinking stump, because I got pinched nerves and stuff. So this saves me a little time to get the gathers with a whole lot less effort. And this was just some solid steel, mild steel, not even tool steel, just some junk stuff. And I put it in a drill and just hit it with a grinder, kind of round it off so it don't, you know, put any hard edges on the metal. And you can stick, you know, some not even 16 gauge, but 18, 19 gauge, stick it in there, turn it, works out great. So back to this. A lot of welding, cutting, and fitting. And if it looks stupid, I'll cut off and bend another piece. You always want to make sure your bends are straight, because if you already got it bend this way and you're still trying to go that same way, you want to make sure you keep that straight. You can put it in a vise if you're not confident in your bending skills. I try to do it without too many flat spots as well. It really helps out. I'm really not sure how this piece is supposed to flow with this at all. Ouch. So I guess if I have one hard body line here and the metal rolls back a little bit, maybe have another body line, I'll have that one kind of disappear and round this corner right here, kind of like that. That way all this will kind of flow. Just picture it like if you were laying metal on it or you were sanding body work, you know, you couldn't have sharp corners like this. And some of it was just because I had the car on the ground. I was just trying to throw stuff at it and see what sticks, kind of deal. A little bit unsure of what I want it to look like. I mean, I know I got a basic idea with this, as you know, not exactly, but it's a good start, you know, like there, like this. And here we just got trying to clean up this edge a little bit so it's a little more straight forward to backwards and the side profile. Kind of looks like something now, and I think I'm gonna bend this down here just like this, and then I can either keep that same spacing and have it join back to one on that part, or make it go all the way to the front fender some kind of way and tie it in. Not super sure yet. Got this piece coming down here. Just got a couple clamps just holding it so it ain't got all the weight just on that little tack weld here. Kind of see what's gonna look good. Here's on the front fender. I'm gonna cut these off, and I want the bottom of the wheel flare to basically almost be kind of close with the top of the fender, or at least somewhere near it. Raise it like 3 inches. That way I can get the look that needs to be. These are pretty nice original fenders too. Epoxy primed, blasted, lightly blasted. And this is just another updated running board, side skirt, body kit, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty straight with the car. I mean, I got the car tilted right now, but kind of get the idea. I put some bracing in. Some spots, you know, you start adding to it, and then you're like, all right, well, this has got to go here. This runs into something, and it doesn't seem like it wants to work. You just have to kind of start moving stuff around a little bit, get the idea of it. And once I put the wheel in here, I don't know, I probably should have did that first, but I don't really have any wheels or tires to put in there other than some not so big ones, so I have to work on that too. See if I can borrow 22 or 20 from a buddy.